Imagine a classmate or teammate next to you getting paid a six-figure deal. Meanwhile, you're struggling to even pay to attend college. Yes, you're both working very hard in different ways, but however, does that sound fair? Today I want to argue that paying student athletes can ultimately detract from the core educational mission of college. My goal today is to persuade, despite the potential benefits, that paying student athletes could undermine the overall college experience. As a student athlete myself, in keeping up with other well-known student athletes, like Livy Dunn and Carson Beck, I have done research on both sides of this issue. As college students, many of us rely on financial aid and campus resources, but what if those funds also started going to athletics instead? I'll be discussing why paying athletes can distract them from their studies, can reduce funds from other important areas, and how it can create unfair situations. This visual is gymnast Livy Dunn and football player Carson Beck and some of their NIL deals. First, let's look at how paying athletes is distracting from education. Something called NIL started in 2021 when the NCAA. NIL stands for Name, Image, and Likeness, and it's a way for student athletes to profit off of their personal brand. According to Grand Canyon University, college athletes who get paid to play might pay less attention to their academic obligations, putting more of an emphasis on the work that they're paid to do. This becomes challenging for athletes to now balance academics with their sport, because obviously they would want to focus more on their sport because that's basically their job now. Next, let's look at how saving money for other parts of the institution is important. According to College Raptor, student athletes have athletic scholarships that can cover costs throughout their college careers. These scholarships can include tuition, meal plans, and room and board. Some even offer stipends. By paying student athletes even more money you can be taking away from others' opportunities to tuitions paid for. And that will raise concerns for other students because now they're not getting the same opportunities as student athletes. This visual says $3.7 billion is the money offered for athletic scholarships by the NCAA. Lastly, let's look at how paying athletes can lead to unfairness among other athletes. Temple University posted an article in 2024 debating whether NIL is a good or bad thing. One part states NIL deals go to revenue-generating sports like football or basketball, and heavily favor male athletes at top institutions. This is creating more inequality and challenging balance. This issue leads to non-revenue sports like track and field, baseball, tennis, or any of the less popular sports because they don't have the money like the bigger schools, and they're less popular, so they're not going to get these advantages like the popular sports. Also, wealthy D1 schools like LSU, Oklahoma, Georgia, or any of the popular football teams, they already have budgets to help pay for their student athletes, and then the smaller D2 schools or other institutions are not going to get these advantages. In summary, we have seen how paying athletes can distract from academics, strain university resources, and create an uneven playing field. I hope you have a better view of the negative effects that paying student athletes. As we consider the future of college sports, it's important to remember the intended purpose of going to college, which is for growth of the student's future success. The debate over paying athletes will continue raising questions. This last visual is more reasons why colleges shouldn't pay athletes. Some reasons include setting salaries can be messy, other program budgets are reduced, and secondary sports struggle. Thank you for listening.
Good job, baby.
Pretty good.
That was very good. Can you move this heel?
Was that better?
Yes.